Hi guys, welcome to another video. So if you've been with me for quite a long time, basically since I started, you'll know that at the beginning of last year I started a series of videos on 642 things to draw. Well, I did 2 episodes and I forgot I had the book. Also, I wasn't too happy about the way I was inking either, and I think since then, particularly over the last month, I've really settled into a style of inking. So I'm quite happy to carry on with this because like they're quite small pages, well, the big pages, but some of them are like split up into like 4, like here. So I kind of, I don't want to make it too complicated. I probably stick mainly to ink drawings. I might deviate every now and again, but like I'll probably just stick to like brush pens. I've got some colour if I need it as well. So these are Ohuhu dual tip markers. They're not the alcohol markers, they're the water-based markers. They're quite good. They've got a really fine, let's have a look. We got a brush, it's a lovely brush nib, and they have this really fine, like little liner nib as well, so they're great. Anyway, I did quite a few drawings in this book and I wasn't overjoyed by any of them. So that was the first 22, so it's nearly, we're getting on for 2 years ago now. I didn't record that one. I did Pickle and I did Yeti. I'll stab you with my head. Lovely. Anyway, so let's get stuck in. Now we've just had Halloween and I just saw in here when I was going through, we've got pumpkin and I'm missing drawing pumpkins. I drew quite a lot in October, so I'm going to get on with it and I'm going to try and do this in real time. So let's not go too far in. I'm going to just, I'm going to try and do it in real time. So start off, when I draw a pumpkin, I just kind of start like with the centerpiece, and I do like this oval shape, so I'll start with that. I tend to draw them all the same. I need to stop. I need to, like, you know, get some more reference images and stuff, but I can draw this from memory and I can't normally draw things from memory, so that's why I tend to draw them all the same. But they do all come in different shapes and sizes, so I need to do a bit more research on the old pumpkin. I should have missed that really. Just kind of do our stalk. Yeah. Coming round. The stalks, I think they've got quite a big, they're rooted into the fruit or veg or whatever you call it. So, you know, it's a whatever it is. And yeah, so I'm rambling, but it comes, they're quite wide at the base is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, so we've got that. So that's how basic pumpkins are. They're so easy to draw. I'm using these, I was using these during October. They're Japan material. I got them from Temu. They come with 3 different sizes and they're actually, these are the 2 smaller ones. I'm they're running out a bit now, so I've just ordered some more because I think they're fantastic. And they're like £3 for 3. They're an absolute bargain. I've seen them on eBay over here. They still come in from China and they take 2 months, whereas I can get these in like a week and a half from Temu, so that's quite good. Anyway, I'm just going to start going over these lines. I kind of started drawing like this maybe just before Inktober and then started refining it during Inktober. I kind of feel like there's a style there that's recognisable in the way that I'm doing this. I don't know what you think. You might hate it. I like it. I like the uneven lines. And it's just done by varying the pressure on the brush nib. You wouldn't be able to do this with like a normal fine liner. It would break the nib. But with a brush pen, they are so much more forgiving. So there's my pumpkin shape, and then I'm going to bring the stalk up. Like this. Okay, and then we do the back pieces of the pumpkin. So we've got our pumpkin there. Now the pumpkin stalk is a bit like twisty, so I'm going to put some like these twisty lines in. Just coming down there. think they're quite fun to draw anyway. And they do normally have like a little windy vine thingy here, or coming from anywhere really. I think they more come from up here, but I'm going to stick mine from there. And then another thing I like to do is I like to give them like, I don't know, these like little lines. I don't know what you would call that. I like it. It kind of, I feel like it gives the drawing a little bit more style. But again, it's just done from variation of yeah, pressure on the nib, pressure on the nib. Sorry, I'm trying to talk and draw at the same time, and I'm not great at that. I need to practice. Here we go. So I'm going to just get my kneaded eraser, and I'm going to rub out. So this paper isn't the best paper in the world. I don't know how it's fared, so you can see that through the other side, but not so much for us, you wouldn't be able to draw on it. I don't think this paper is going to take wet media. It would probably, there's not much tooth on it for, in fact there's no tooth, it's perfectly smooth. You could use coloured pencils on it, and I have, and they would be okay, they would be amazing. This is why I think this book lends itself to just using like brush pens and fine liners and stuff. So now I've done that, I want to put some colour on. So I'm going to do something that I started doing during Inktober, and it wasn't on. Well, I did it a bit on Inktober pieces, but I'll just show you. Did it quite a lot in my sketchbook. I'm going to show you some pumpkins that I drew. So by like not fully colouring stuff, doing it with these lines. So that's what I'm going to do here. So I was going to do this pumpkin house in that kind of style, and I like to do like the foliage around it. So we're going to colour this pumpkin. Now, I don't really like doing too long a line, so I'm going to switch it around, and I'm going to do it like this. So, and this is really quick. I do like to, I like to do this. It gives nice, like the colour's not too intense. And these pens, because the nib's quite thin, they're really good for it. And yeah, it's quite fun. And you don't get that, you know, like when you're using water-based markers, they tend to eat the paper up a bit, if you know what I mean, where they're like affecting the surface of the paper, and you obviously you don't get that. So that's another reason why I like to do it, especially if I was using an alcohol marker, I would just colour, because it's not going to eat the page up, but these will do. I think because alcohol markers dry too quick to be able to do that. I'm not sure on the science behind it, but that's my theory behind there. So as you can see, this is a really quick process, and it's basically like, you know, it's cross hatching. You know, and if you're going to do like it darker, you can like do the lines in opposite directions, what you've already done for your darker areas. But I did really enjoy drawing pumpkins during Inktober, or October. I don't think I actually even drew one for Inktober itself, it's just what I was doing in my sketchbook. And it's now November, and I'm refusing to draw anything Christmas related for another month. It is too early, so I am carrying on. I'm saying it's still autumn or fall if you're in the States, and therefore I am still drawing fall related stuff, so it's fine. Yeah, here we go. So we've nearly done this orange on the pumpkin, and the good thing about it is you don't have to be too like neat with it. See, I'm being really quick. I mean, you can be even neater, you can slow down if you want and take longer and get those lines really even. I personally think it's more interesting when you do it quicker and you get more variation in the width of the lines. Okay, so let's do these back bits. I'll bring that round. Okay, so I'm going to I'm going to do a bit like shading almost. I'm just going to bring in a darker orange, and I'm going to do it at the bottoms just to bring a little bit of shading into the pumpkin. Not too much. I mean, those two colours are pretty similar. I'm sure if we use the brush nib, they would look a lot more different than they do with this. It's just because these nibs are, they're really, really tiny. You see, so small, but they're really sturdy. You can, not that I would recommend putting a lot of pressure onto like a fine liner nib, but they do withstand quite a bit. They're quite good, but you do have to be careful with that, because fine liner nibs, the smaller they are as well, can be quite fragile. So yeah, avoid that a bit. So these around the back, I'm just going to give them a bit of shading as well. Let's do like that. There we go. So there's like the orange. Another thing I like to do with the stalk is do a brown and a green. So I'm just going to take this green. It's kind of like a, I don't know, a poop green. Would Katie Golden say a poop green? And I'm just choosing a brown. I don't want to go, there you go, not quite dark. So for this, I'm just going to do them down like that, and I'm going to alternate with the twisty bits. So there we go. And again, if you want to, you know, make it a bit darker, you can just come in like this. That is quite effective at darkening it up. So we'll do that in parts. "12 minutes, we're nearly done." Okay, so let's come in with the green. I like this green. I like to use it for leaves and stuff. It's not too bright, but it's not too dull either. So this is, I had a little check. I can't remember when the last video I did was. It may have been around about the March time. I know it was sort of late winter, early spring, but it was part 2. So this is part 3. So hopefully, I'm going to carry on with these. I'll probably try and do a couple a month. Okay, let's do a little bit of just shading. Yeah, I don't want to do too much because I don't want to overpower these lines I've put in, just to give a little bit of shadowy stuff. But yeah, I think, do you know what, I think I'm done. Nice and simple, little pumpkin. There we go. So 13 minutes, there we go, little pumpkin. I enjoyed getting back into this book. I really like how these pens work on them, so they're great. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching it as well. So give us a thumbs up if you want to see more of these. And let me know in the comments if you've got this book. How many of the pages have you managed to do? Because there is, I don't know how many pages it is. I don't think the pages are, no, they're not numbered. But it's obviously, because the name of the book, 642 prompts. It's a lot. And when I got the book, I said I'm going to do this in a year. I didn't plan on filming every one. And 2 years later, I haven't. I'm going to try and work on it. And then do maybe 2 videos from it every month. So that would be good if I can stick to that. Anyway, enough rambling. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And I will see you, well, I'll see you on Saturday for a live stream for 2,000 subscribers. So we're going to do a live stream. I'm planning at this moment on drawing Matthew Perry, as you will probably aware, Matthew passed last week. And I wanted to do a bit of a tribute to him. So that's my plan for that. And then after that, well, I don't know what the next video will be. I'm going to have to start thinking and start planning. But until then, thank you for watching. I hope you can join me for the live stream.